Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening to you. I have Titi Lope. Hi, Titi Lope. Thank you so much for being on time. You're amazing. Thank you so much for being on time. You are amazing. I'm really happy to be here to this evening. I know you had a long week. We have had a long day. Gabriela, hello. We have had a long week. We have had a long day. Okay. But let's just end the week in style. So I'm really happy to have you all here. If you're here, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're joining us from. And happy new month. I had forgotten. Thank you so much, Titi Lope, for reminding me. Happy new month to everyone who's here with us today. So there's Gabriella, and then I have Titi Lope. Welcome and thank you so much for being on time. So in the chat section, you can see my colleague Dinah, Dinah Serial. Dinah is my colleague. She's based in Cameroon. Just like the other time, I'm here to remind you that Dinah can speak in French. So keep her busy. If it's in French, if it's in English, keep her on her toes. She likes some questions and she likes to be busy. So keep her busy in the chat section. My name is Very Lokwach. I am a trainer with Impact Her, and I will be taking you through today's session. You can see our topic on the screen. We're going to look at how do you create your own digital marketing strategy. So this is our sixth session. Hi, Ajibade. Happy new month to everyone joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Hi, it's nice to have you. I have a lot of colleagues. I have so many colleagues who are in Lagos, Nigeria, and actually Impactors headquarters are in Lagos. You can do well to give us a visit sometime, right? So, just to introduce myself again, I said my name is Berry Lokwach. I am a trainer with Impactor. I am based in Kenya, right? And I'm here with my colleague Dinah Cyril. You can see in the chat section with a blue spanner next to her name. Dinah is in Cameroon and she's here to moderate the session. Pick up your questions, and I hope you have so many questions for me. I hope you have so many questions from the previous classes. I will be happy to answer all the questions you have. And I'm sure Dinah is also looking forward to respond to your questions. Then Gracia. Gracia has also just joined us with a smiley lighting up the room. Welcome, Gracia, and thank you so much for being on time, right? So this is what we're going to look at today. The topic today is how do you create your own digital marketing strategy? So it's not going to be very hard considering that most of the things that we're going to look at in this session are some things that we've touched on in the previous classes. Remember, we started with how do you build your brand on the online space. Then we went to creating your own digital marketing plan. So we looked at what digital marketing is and the components of digital marketing. Hi, Sahar. Happy new month. Joining from Libya. Wow. Wow. I love it. Libya, I've never met anyone from Libya. So you're obviously the first one, and I love that emoji. Welcome, Sahar. Sahar. Abdulaziz. Sahar Abdulaziz. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Then Chidima. Hi, Chidima. Good evening. Glad to be here again. So there's some names I actually remember top of my head. All right. I know I remember Chidima. I know I remember Titi Lope and Gabriela, I think. Sahara, I think I'm meeting you for the first time today. I hope you've been in the other classes, even if you've been quiet, right? So I was talking about what we've learned previously. We have looked at, creating your own digital marketing plan. Then we went ahead and looked at how to use the different marketing tools and social media to grow your business. How do you set up your own Google business profile? How do you verify? Yes, and Mary Beth. You also remember Mary Beth? Yes, and Mary Beth. Yeah. I wonder where she is. She hasn't joined us yet. Okay. And I hope you've been filling the attendance form. I don't want you all to to not fill in the attendance form and then you get to miss your certificates. Please make sure you get your certificates. Okay? So that means I hope you have been filling diligently. You've been diligently filling in the certificate form, the attendance form rather, that's usually shared towards the end of the class. So make sure they're taking the notes. They're also taking note of the attendance form that will be shared at the end of the class, towards the end rather. Okay. So I was talking about, I was just giving a recap on what you've learned so far. So how do you create your own Google business profile? How do you verify it? How do you optimize and manage it? And then looking at the different kinds of data, how do you collect data? Where do you find data that will help you to tweak your marketing strategy? Okay. And then the focus today is how do you create your own digital marketing strategy? And I did mention that some of the things that we're going to talk about today have been touched on in the previous classes. So it's just going to be easy for you to follow and understand. Okay. So let's move on. Like in all the other classes, this session is divided into 3 sessions. After each agenda, I'm going to sit and take questions after every agenda. So I hope we will be moving together. So we're going to look at an introduction to digital marketing, the different digital marketing channels, and then building your own digital marketing plan. Okay. So you see, this is almost like the second class that we had. Okay. But this just basically gives context to what digital marketing is and how do you create your own DMS. Remember, for most businesses, they get to pay someone, right? You get a digital marketing strategist to create a digital marketing strategy for you, and you pay them, okay? But now, after this class, you should be able to know how to create your own digital marketing strategy, okay? And you can also decide to create for other businesses and they pay you for it. All right. So that's also something you can look at. We've talked about the Google Hustle Academy. We have the first Hustle Academy in February. Okay. We have the first Hustle Academy in February. So make sure you don't miss out. Make sure you sign up. So the link to sign up is g.co/Hustle Academy. Make sure you sign up for the Hustle Academy. It's free. Get to learn about, it's not just about digital marketing. I know in this class, the sessions that we've had so far, we've talked about digital marketing a lot. But in the Google Hustle Academy, you even get to learn about financial management, effective financial planning for your business, financial contingency, pitching your business, creating pitching decks, funding options for businesses, how do you, different ways to increase your revenue. So all these things, they're very diverse, and it's a 360, like more or less like an entrepreneurial training. So make sure you sign up. Dinah will post the link in the chat section. So let us get started with the agenda for the day. The first agenda for the day: Titilope from Ibadan, and then Francis Rita from Lagos. Peace, happy new month. I'm doing this for peace. Hi, peace. Thank you. Dana has already posted the link to join or rather sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. So please make sure you sign up. Okay. So, my first question to you: what opportunities might you get from being online? Remember, these classes are very interactive. So, as I wait for your questions, I'll also be asking you my own questions, right? So, I'm learning from you just the way you're here to learn from me. All right. So, make sure you interact, or interact as much as possible. All right. So, please let me know, what opportunities might you get from being online? What opportunities might you get from being online? What are some of the opportunities that you might get from being online? For example, you can say that, by being online, I'm able to increase my reach, all right, and increase my awareness. So more and more people get to know about the existence of a business. That could be one of the benefits that you can get from being online. Okay. Security says, good morning. I could not access of the third schedule. I don't understand the third schedule. Is it the third class that is using marketing tools and social media to grow your business? I doubt the importance of this training for my job. You're a lecturer in a public college. Well, it depends at the end of the day. So what kind of, you are a lecturer, so what course are you teaching? I'm actually curious on what course you're teaching in the public university or the public college. Which course are you teaching? Okay. So do you wish to touch on such conversations with your students? All right. Or would you like to stay mainstream with the course that you're talking about? Or rather, you want to get into entrepreneurship as a side job? Okay. How do you get started with that? It also depends. Sometimes, maybe in the different networking sessions that we have, or you're involved in community activities and you're interacting with SME owners, small SME owners. What information are you able to give to them? Okay, so it's really diverse. It's not just dependent on your line of work, right? I'll tell you for sure. So I said I'm a trainer at Impactor, but there's so many things I do. My profession at the end of the day is not um, necessarily a trainer. Okay, so, oh wow, I'm teaching nursing and public health courses. So if I tell you, Fikite, and it's not a lie, that I studied public health as a minor in my campus, you will not even believe it. So I had a major and my minor was actually public health. So like I said, at the end of the day, learning is 360. You're not just limited to, one line of study. Okay. So it also depends on what you want to venture into, the kind of, the different kinds of knowledge that you're looking at that might benefit you besides what you're mainly doing. Okay. So that's what I mean. Or you mean the attendance. Okay. So that's actually what I mean, Fikete. It just depends the different kind of interactions um, you get into besides your line of work, or if you want to get started with entrepreneurship. So how do you even go about that? All right. So that's something that you can also look at as a benefit of attending this class. All right. So, the attendance form has been shared severally. I think you probably missed it in the third class. Okay. So please make sure that you fill it for today's session. Wow. Thank you, Rita. And then Rita has given me a response to the question on the screen. Being online helps me to stay connected to people. Sahar says, provide the opportunity to reach the largest number of people in a faster time. Correct. Hi, Levi. I remember Levi. Yeah. And then Chidima, pitching your business on the digital space helps your business gain more visibility, increase your customer base. As you grow, you'll be able to employ more hands, thereby creating job opportunities. Correct. And then Francis, as a business owner, I'm able to reach more customers from as everyone is now online. Yes. So you're not just limited to reaching out to people who are in a geographical location. So you increase your invisibility, you increase your reach, and you increase your awareness. Those are very, very good responses. Thank you so much for that. So when we're looking at the data, like I said, I think I've said this in the previous class and most of the classes that I've taken, not even necessarily um, for your class, it's very important to look at the figures that tend to justify the kind of decision that you're making, because these figures have factored in case scenarios. They've looked at the different case studies, and they basically give you a base on why you need to settle on the decision that you want to settle with. Okay, so you can see that we have 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. So these are people who have access to mobile phones, all right? These are people who have access to mobile phones in sub-Saharan Africa alone. And then the percentage in South Africa is 91%, and then Kenya and Nigeria, 80% respectively. We're also looking at, from this 80%, people who have access to mobile phones in Nigeria, 65% of the active ones have actually shopped online. Okay, 65% of the sorry, 50 65% of the active ones have shopped online. Okay, so that's the data that I'm looking at. And then there's also the 80-20 rule, which is called the Pareto's principle. So the Pareto's principle is applicable in whatever context. So if I'm looking at my work, let's say someone who's employed, you get to say that 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts that you put in. Okay? 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts that you put in. It's like when you get to work, let's say you're working for like from like 8 to 5, 80% of your productivity will be 20% will come from 20% of your productive time. Okay, so that's why it's important to understand um, what time you're productive, what time you can give out more. It's very relatable, all right? And in terms of business, we say that 80% of sales come from only 20% of the population for most brands. So dependent on the number of people, the number of followers a brand has, 80% of their sales comes from only 20% of that population. Okay. So if you want to read more 80-20 rule, the Pareto's principle, it's called the Pareto's principle. Okay. You can always go online and read more about it. So let me just type it out for you so that you don't miss it. Pareto's principle. You can always read more about that, right? So being online, first of all, enables you to reach more people globally. And this one, I think you mentioned this in the chat section. It helps you to learn more about your customers. We talked about this so much in the previous class when you looked at how do you look at data and insights to help you know about your audience, to help you know about how pages are, I mean, the behavior of your audience, and to know whether you're getting conversions from the right places. Okay. So you're able to learn about your customers. You're able to gain insights with social media analytics. Remember, we said with getting insights, you can get insights from your social pages. You can get insights from organic search. Okay, that's your GMB and then your Google Search Console. You can get insights from your website. That is I mean, your Google Analytics. That is, you get information about your website. And then if you run paid ads, you can get information from Google Ads. Okay. Then you're also able to build your audience profile. All right. So going back to learning more about your audience, first of all, you get to know who your audience is. Who are you reaching? What is their demography? Okay. Um, I mean, what are they doing? At what time do they get online? What kind of content do they interact with? What are their interests, their values, right? And then what are their pain points? What are their challenges? Okay. So you're able to build an audience profile. You understand who your audience are, the kind of content they interact with the most. Are they taking the intended action that you want them to take? Fine. Fine. They came to my page and they're interacting with my video posts more. So does it end there? All right. Are they making bookings? Are they calling me? Okay. Are they purchasing? I want to understand. And then these people are coming to my page. Where are they coming from? All right. Are they coming from paid ads, right? Are they coming from, are they my followers, right? Are they coming from, did they search for my product online, right? Where exactly are they coming from? So all these things you get to understand about your audience and you build a profile that will help you to know how to position your business, right? And then you're also able to um, you're also able to streamline your customer service. Okay, so you're able to communicate to your clients. They drop inquiries, you comment, you interact with them. They drop reviews, you respond to the reviews. Okay, so you're even able to offer customer support. Someone bought from you and then they come and they say that I bought this TV from your end, but I'm not able to connect my TV, my smart TV with the Wi-Fi. How do I go about them? So you're even able to offer customer support. You don't even have to go to where that person is staying. So you can tell them, please DM us your number. Our customer care will reach out to you. So you see, you're able to support them even remotely. Okay. So I mean, those are some of the benefits, and I think most of us have mentioned this in the chat section that accrue from being online. I think up to that point, I'll take the first pause before we move on to the different components of digital marketing. So we've looked at the benefits of digital marketing and the importance of it. Now we are going to get into the components of digital marketing. But before we move on, I will be taking questions. Do I have any question? Do I have any question? Fikite, in the third day session, there was a form to be filled that requested on business to have digital web. I could not fill it because I don't have my own website. I sent a message, but no one responded. It's okay. You can fill in the form today, and then I think you should be able to click the previous class, the third class. I think the third class, the topic was using marketing tools and social media to grow your business. So you can also fill in that. I hope that's okay with you, Vikite. Okay. So do I have any questions? If there are no questions, please feel free to indicate no questions. We can move on to the second part of the session. I really want us to be on the same page. I really want us to be on the same page. Okay? So if there are no questions, please, you can indicate no questions. And then we should be able. Thank you so much, Gabriela Nzube. Let me see. Gabriela, you said you're joining from. Let me see if you had written that down. Where are you joining us from, Gabriela? So thank you so much, Gabriela, for your response. We will definitely move on to the next part of the class, which is looking at the different components of digital marketing. We'll look at the different components of digital marketing from Benin. Wow, that's nice. I actually have colleagues in Benin. I have colleagues in Benin. All right. So if you're in Benin, I assume you're speaking French. You can say hi to Dinah. Bonjour. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Bonjour. Right? Chidima, no question. Thank you. Pikite, thank you. Where did I get all the sessions? Okay, thank you so much, Peace. So if you need to access the recordings to previous classes, the links that were previously shared per class. So remember, each session had a different link. So if you want to access the recordings, you just need to click on the specific session that you want to get a recap on, and it will take you straight to the recording. In fact, immediately after this class, once you click the link, the recording will be available because we are recording this session now as we speak. So immediately after the class, the recording will be available for you. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Glory. Hi, Glory. Good evening. Okay. So let's part of the class. I know we touched on the components of digital marketing. So that's still what we're going to look at. Remember the different channels of digital marketing. There are 6 channels of digital marketing. The search engine optimization, the search engine marketing, social media marketing, display advertising, stroke display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. Okay. Search engine optimization is when you optimize your website, and it means optimizing the keywords on your website to ensure that you increase or you improve your ranking in the search engine. Okay, the search engine in this case is Google. The ranking is when someone goes online and searches for a product or a service, the different listings that come up. All right, different results. So how do you ensure that your website appears at the top? Because most people just click the results at the top. Okay, so that's on search engine optimization, optimizing your website to ensure that you improve your ranking in the search engine. And then on search engine marketing is still focused on the search engine, is when you actually pay. Instead of optimizing your website to improve your ranking, you pay to appear at the top. Okay, so you pay to appear at the top, and it's very instant. And the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization, while you have to optimize the keywords on your website for search engine optimization, on search engine marketing, you bid on keywords. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. You bid on keywords on search engine marketing, you optimize on keywords on search engine optimization. But the underlying common factor is you still have to do keyword research. Okay, and we said with keyword research, you can use Google Trends to do your keyword research, or you can use Google Ads keyword planner. Okay, Dinah will post this in the chat section. So you can either decide to use when I attend a female presenter, thank you for the information. You're very glad when you attend a female presenter presentation. I'm really happy and I'm hoping that you get to understand everything. And we are working towards women empowerment. So I really appreciate the kind words, Fikirte. Okay. So I was talking about the search engine marketing. I said the common factor is you have to do keyword research. And the different tools that you can use for keyword research is Google Trends and Google Ads Keyword Planner. Okay. Then we have social media marketing. This is when you decide to use your social networks. It could be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, depending. Okay. So you use your social networks, you want to improve, to increase traction to your website, you want to increase awareness. What do you want to achieve, all right, on your social media pages? And then there's display marketing stroke display advertising. This is when you decide to run online ads, display ads. So these are visual. It's not like search engine marketing where it is search ads. So display marketing is very visual and you decide to run ads on different websites across the internet. So it's not just your website. My ad can appear on Fikir's site, okay? My ad can appear on Gabriella's site. It depends. So it's when you decide to place your ads or to run your ads on different websites across the internet, right? And then there's email marketing where you get to collect an emailing list, send emails out to your potential customers. Email marketing works well with remarketing and it works well with sending emails to people who have already shown interest in your product or service. And you're going to look deep into this in the next slides. Then content marketing is when you decide to create content, whatever kind of content, and put it in different formats. You can decide to share your content in a blog. You could decide to create an infographic. You can decide to do a video. You can decide to do guides. Okay. So there's also content marketing. Let's talk about, and I have also mentioned this, when you want to get started with search engine marketing. Okay. Let's look at these three items. So the first part, you can see the one highlighted in red. That is the search query. Okay. The search query are the terms that people use to search for a product or a service. So they go online. What kind of words are they using to search for what they are looking for? Okay. That is the search query, right? And that's the keywords. Okay. So the most important thing, and like I said, you need to do keyword research because you're bidding. So assuming Fikite, Gabriela, and I think those are the names at the top of my head, Titilope. So assuming we are all dealing with the same business, right? And we all decide, you know what, I am going to run search engine marketing. I'm going to pay to appear at the top. Okay. So it's very important as much as you know the amount of budget that you have, it's still important to match your keywords. Okay. So we assuming we have the same budget for the ads. Okay, maybe we have like $50 each. All right, we are SMEs, so we have like $50 each, and we want to run this kind of ads. So how do I ensure that my ad beats Gabriella's ad, beats Titilope's? I still have to do my keyword research. I have to figure out what kind of words are people using to search for this product or service that I'm dealing with. Okay. Then I use those keywords to include them on the copy on my website. I mean, the copy on my ad. Okay. So I use these keywords to use, I take these keywords to use them as the copy on my website. So when they search for that product with those keywords, it's easy for my ad to match to what they're searching for because the wordings are the same. All right, it's a match. It's like uh, when you are in primary or when you are starting nursery. Okay, you were given like when you are doing the matching, so you drawn a cat here and then the cat name. So there's the figure of the cat and then there's the cat name and then there's different maybe different pictures here and their names. So you match with the lines what each name represents. Okay, so it's just almost like that. I'm trying to explain this so that it's very understandable. Do you understand? So you need to do a lot of keyword research because it helps to match and your ad to the keywords that people are searching for. Okay, so that's the importance of doing keyword research when you're doing search engine marketing. And then there's also the paid text and shopping ads. Okay, and then there's the organic. And then there's the organic search listings. So the paid text and shopping ads. Now these are when a company or whether when a business decides to run paid ads. So if you want to know a business is running, I mean, for a business to appear at the top and you want to know if they're running an ad or not, on the left side, so the name of their business will appear on the left side, just next to the name, you will see AD next to that. It means AD, that means ad. It means that this is an ad. We have paid to appear at the top. Okay. And for the ones that appear at the top and do not have the AD acronym next to it, then it means that these are organic search listings. It means that we have appeared at the top. We don't have the small AD next to our name. We have appeared at the top because our website is well optimized. Okay. So remember the keyword research that we did for this organization that was running paid ads. So in this instance of organic search listings, we did the keyword research. We input those keywords on the content on our website. So if you searched for best compact cameras, I took the term, that search query, best compact cameras. I went to my website. Instead of describing my product as a digital camera, I will describe it as a compact camera for travel. You see, so you search for compact camera, it's easy for Google to crawl on the internet and crawl on my site and say, you know what, this search query matches this term that's on this website. Do you understand? So that's how SEO works. That's why you have to do a lot of keyword research and optimize the keywords on your website. Okay. Then when you're looking at search engine optimization, fine, I have optimized my website. I have optimized these keywords. I have included the correct keywords on my website. Okay. But I still need, remember when we did we learned about our audience, the benefits of digital marketing, learning of data and insights in the last class, when we learned about our audience behavior, our audience demography, our audience insights. Okay, so we got to understand the kind of things they're looking for online. So we curate the content on our website matches our audience's interest. Okay, it's not about us. You have to put yourself in the audience shoe and figure out what are people actually looking for. It is not what do I want to tell people. It is what, when you're creating content, you have to put yourself in your audience shoe. I know you're the business owner. This is what I want people to know about my business. But ask yourself, what are people looking for? Then when I figure out what they're looking for, I can know how to tailor my content, okay, to what they're looking for. So when they come to my site, they actually find what will be a solution to whatever challenge they are experiencing. Do you understand? So the best thing, if you want to know whether you're optimizing your website correctly, you can go to the Google Search Console. So just type Google Search Console on your website, sign up, create an account, link it with your website. Okay, so when you create an account, create it with your business name, link it with your website, and then the benefits of the Google Search Console, it will be able to tell you if I found 5 keywords. Okay, I did my keyword research and I took 5 keywords and I used all this. I optimized. I included all these keywords on the content on my site. It will always be telling me this keyword one. You see that you input on your site, it's actually working out for you. It brought like 100 people to a site. So you have 100 people came to your site because of this keyword. This keyword brought this many people. So you always know what's working out for you and what's not working out for you. For the keywords that are not bringing any traction, I mean, if you included like one keyword and it brought in like one person or two person, obviously it's not working out for you. You need to change that. Okay. And the best thing with the Google Search Console, it also gives you alerts. Okay. So if there's a page on your website that needs to be worked on, that's not well optimized, it will tell you, you know what, Beryl, you need to work on this page. Okay. So with the search engine optimization, for you to ensure that you hasten its process, for search engine optimization, you need to submit your sitemap to Google. It is not a must, but it helps to hasten your process of optimization. So when you submit your sitemap to Google, it's like um, it's like you're reading out the alphabet to a small child. Do you understand? It's like you're reading out the alphabet to a small child. So later on, when the TV, you place the you when you turn the TV on and you put Cocomelon, and then it starts seeing the alphabet, your child remembers. You know what? I think I know this because mom sings this song to me. Okay, it's almost the same thing. So when you submit your sitemap to Google, and someone goes online and search for whatever search term they use, let's talk about the best compact cameras. Google remembers, okay, there's that site, I have the sitemap, there's that site that talked about this, and they have this keyword in them. Okay, so it brings your results to match this search term. Do you understand? That's how search engine optimization works. Okay, so depending, if you're dealing with so many things, let's say on your website, maybe you're a restaurant and you're offering African cuisine, you're offering seafood. So obviously they're different under your services, they're different tabs. So I'll have to click the page for African cuisine to read through what you're offering. Maybe if it is fufu, if it is pap, whatever it is. So you're showing all of those things on that page. But to ensure that it doesn't take long for Google to understand what's located on each page, under your titles. So under the, and this one, your web developer can actually do this very well. Under your titles, so under the African cuisine, right? Before I even get to read what's on that page, behind, okay, so it's almost like incognito. That's why I'm telling you, it's the web developer who can do this well for you. Under the title, they can put the terms pap, fufu, gari. So even before Google crawls to read through the content of that specific page, it already knows from the title, behind the title, I already know what's included on this page. So it's usually very easy. Do you understand? I hope I'm really explaining it in detail for you to be able to understand it very well. Okay. So with search engine optimization, I talked about keyword research. I talked about ensuring your content is resonates with your audience's interest, and then you have to make sure your web pages are search friendly. Don't put, I mean, don't make your site so heavy, okay, and make your site easy to maneuver, okay. So that it's easy when I come to your page, I can scroll through easily. So it's not a lot of complicated. Sometimes that you go to some sites, you don't even understand where what is what. You can't even get what you're looking for. So make sure your web pages are search friendly. Okay. And then with the search engine optimization, the Google Search Console is a technical SEO. So if you want, remember we said the Google Business Profile is a free tool that helps you to enhance your presence on search and maps. Okay. So the Google Business Profile is another tool you can use to enhance your SEO. Okay. You get started with creating your Google Business Profile. Dinah will reshare this link again, okay, in the chat section. So with the Google Business Profile, create your profile. Remember, you are also inputting the keywords, the search term, the keywords that we did the research on. If you have deals, if you have events coming up, you can post this. Okay, make sure that your page is active. Make sure that it's well populated. All right. Encourage your clients to drop reviews. It helps to increase your star rating as well. Okay. And if you're looking at creating more posts, I know you maybe ask yourself, um, yes. So thank you, Dinah. Dinah has shared the link to get started with the Google Search Console. Dinah will also share the link to get started with search engine marketing. That is analytics.google.com. She will also share the link to get started with the Google business profile. That is business.google.com, if I'm not wrong. And then you want to create social posts. You want to create posts. So you can always go to canva.com or marketingkit.withgoogle.com to create your own posters. I know I've mentioned a lot of links, but please, I hope you're taking note of all the links that are shared in the chat section. Okay, so I will pause for questions in the next few slides. I'll come back to pick your questions. So let me just go over this second agenda first. So when we started, I gave you a definition of what SEO is, what SEM is, and I actually told you the difference between the two. I said with SEO, it's free, but SEM, you pay to appear at the top. And then with SEO, you optimize on keywords, and search engine, you bid on keywords. And I gave you an example on why it's important to bid on keywords. So the other difference that I didn't mention between the two is SEO takes time. It can take you 3 months, 4 months, 6 months to improve your ranking. It is not instant. But with search engine optimization, if my ad goes up, if I set up my ad now and it gets approved, it will go up tomorrow. Okay. So you can get to the first page straight away. Okay. So let me tell you another benefit of SEO. So assuming maybe you're in, I'll give you an example of in Kenya. Okay. So where I stay, it's along Wayaki Way. Okay. So I stay in Westlands. It's along Wayaki Way. Okay. So I decide I want to go out for seafood. So I go online and search for seafood restaurants near me. So when I say near me, it's in the vicinity of where I am. It could be in Westlands. It could be in town, the Central Business District. It could be in Kikuyu, which is another town near where I'm staying. Okay. So it gives me listings of restaurants with seafood in my vicinity. Okay. But if there's a restaurant that has gone a step ahead in ensuring that they are very targeted with their SEO, if I can go online and search for seafood restaurants in Westlands. So there's a website that indicated that they are exactly in Westlands and they offer deliveries in Westlands. That one will appear at the top. I mean, their ranking will appear at the top as compared to these other ones. Do you understand? Because it's very specific. So that's how you work on your SEM. Okay. So with SEM, you get started with, you go to Google Ads. All right. Dana will post the link to this, to getting started with SEO. So you go to Google Ads, you create an account. Okay. First, you have to create an account. You have to create an account. And then there's an icon for new campaign. Okay. So you click the new campaign icon and then click search. Okay. First, you click on search because it's search engine marketing. Click on search and then you click on new campaign. You want to create a new campaign under search. Then what is your goal for that ad? My goal is to generate leads. My goal is to increase my awareness. My goal is to get engagement. What is your goal? Okay. What is your goal? Remember, we talked about doing your keyword research, and we said you can use Google Trends or Google Ads Keyword Planner to do research on your keywords. Okay. So assuming you want to learn on keywords, maybe I went online and I saw my competitor's website doing very well. Okay. So what are they doing on their website? What kind of keywords are they using on their website? So on the Google Ads, there's the Google Ads keyword interface. I can take the link, the URL of my competitor's website, type it out on the interface. It will generate for me the keywords that my competitor is using. Okay. Then I can use the same keywords for mine. Okay. And then there's also refining negative keywords. So if I'm running an ad, assuming I'm a marketing college, and I run an ad for maybe in the April intake, of course, not a marketing college. So assuming I'm a college and I have a an April intake that's coming up, okay? But as much as maybe I'm offering business courses, marketing courses, hospitality courses, different kinds of courses, but in the April intake, I'm only taking in marketing courses and business courses. So I'm not taking in, there's no intake, there's no April intake for hospitality. Do you understand? Then there's no April intake for public health security. Okay, so in the April intake, I only have business courses and marketing courses. So I only want the people to come to my website. I mean, between now and April, I want people who are only looking for marketing courses and business courses. Okay, so when I'm creating my ad, all right, when I am creating my ad, I need to refine my negative keywords. So I can go and when I'm inputting negative keywords, I will input public health, I will input hospitality. I know there are people who will want those courses, okay? But I don't want them to visit my site now because my priority is getting students for marketing and business. So I can use hospitality and public health as negative keywords, okay? So people who are searching for April intake for public health or April intake for hospitality will not be brought to my site. I have removed them because I don't have April intake for that. So that's how you work with um, negative keywords. Okay. Then on extensions, so it also gives you an example. I have created my ad. Do you want to add extensions? It's very important that you try and use extensions on your ad. So extensions help you with. I want people to go to. It's fine. I've put an ad for April intake, marketing courses, business courses. So just to make their work easier, when I'm adding the extension, I create a link. So I want this person to go to the exact page for marketing. So I will put the link for the exact page on my website where the marketing course is. I can have that as one extension. Another extension could be the link to the exact page where the business course is on my website. And then another extension could be my contact us page because I want them to contact me. So those are what we call extensions. When they click on the extensions, they will be taken to the exact page on my website, okay, that I want them to go to, okay? With search engine marketing, I've said you need to optimize your keywords, of course. I've talked about extensions, and then you need to connect your analytics account. This was covered in the last class. I need to understand the behavior of people when they came to my site. Fine, they came to the marketing page. Did they enroll? Fine, they came to my business page. Did they enroll? They clicked on the extension for contact us. Did they fill in my inquiry form? Did they click on the number to call? Okay. So you need to connect your analytics account to know what these people are actually doing on your website. Okay. So that's on that. And then with social media, obviously, we've learned that social media, you can buy products, you can sell products, you get to increase your sales. There's brand value addition. Okay, you get to bid on, maybe you're offering good customer support from your social media pages, you're responding to inquiries. So you're adding value to your brand, right? And you get to improve your marketing. You look at the different insights, you understand the kind of content people are interacting with. Okay, so you technically improve on your marketing. So the difference between organic and paid, organic obviously is free. It's the normal social media management that we do, but you're only limited to reaching your followers and their friends. And then paid social media, you pay for whatever action. You pay for clicks, you pay for acquisition, you pay for leads. Okay, so you pay for whatever action is depending on the objective you set your ad for. And then you can reach anyone so long as they have shown previous interest in whatever product or service. They don't have to be your followers. So long as their digital footprints show that they were previously interested in that ad. It's like when you go online right now and you search for serums for your face. Maybe I don't even know the different businesses that sell serums. Then later on at night, I decide to go to Facebook. So I go to Facebook and then I'm seeing sponsored ads appearing on my page for serums. So there's Gania serum, uh, there is what 20 serum. Okay, so I see these ads appearing on my page. It's because I had already searched for serums online. All right, so my digital footprints show that this is what this girl wants, so let us show this ad to her. Do you understand? That's how paid social media works. Okay, so with social media, I said you're able to understand your target audience, You're able to, when you get to understand your target audience, you also get to know the different channels that they are using. So I get to know most of the people I'm targeting are not on LinkedIn. They're mostly on Facebook and Instagram. So obviously, if I'm going to choose a channel, I will choose Facebook and Instagram, because there's no point in using LinkedIn if they're not there. It will not convert for me. And then I've already figured from my insights that these people normally like video posts more. If I do video post, I get like 100 comments. I get like 200 clicks on my videos as compared to just images. So obviously, I will be posting more and more video content. All right. So that's on social media marketing. You need to understand what is your online objective. Do I want to just get followers? Do I want to increase my sales? What do I want? Right? Then these are my audience. How do I ensure that I keep them more engaged on my site? And then consistent and regular updates. You have to be consistent. You can't be making a post now and waiting for 2 weeks to make your other post. I can't have people dropping comments for me on my post and I'm not responding to them. Do you understand? And then if you want to get started with content marketing, remember we said content marketing is when you decide to share content in different formats. So you can share your content in videos, you can decide to write a blog, you can decide to create guides, okay? Like you can decide to create a guide like the steps to creating an effective warehouse management strategy, okay? Steps to creating an effective digital marketing strategy, okay? And then you can include case studies if you want to write about industry trends. You can always do that. Okay. So remember, with content marketing, we talked about being able to build your audience profile. And we said that is an advantage of digital marketing. So you're able to build an audience profile. You're able to know these are my audience, these are the channels they like, these are their preferences. Okay. Then this is the content that they like. All right. So I'm able to know I will use this channel, I will use this content. This is the kind of language I will use because most of my target population are audience. The same way I will talk to youth is not the same way I will talk to adults. Okay. So I'm able to understand their marketing, their user journey. I'm able to understand where they're at. So I have mentioned this before. There is a customer journey funnel. There's awareness, interest, evaluation, engagement, and conversion. I'm able to know most of my clients are stuck on awareness. How do I ensure that they move down? How do I ensure that they engage with me? How do I ensure that they purchase from me? Okay, so you're able to map out your user journey and you're able to know this is the content that they like. Let me keep posting this type of content. And then I've made posts on my page. I'm not just putting content out there. I need to put content that encourages engagement. And then I need to put a call to action on my post. What do I want people to do when they see my post? What do I want them to see? Do I want them to call me? Do I want them to make a booking? So visit us to make a purchase. Call us to make a booking. Okay, click this link to make an appointment. Do you understand? So content marketing tips. Obviously, content helps to facilitate your sales process. You can do storytelling. And the biggest quote that I've had in marketing is storytelling is the future of marketing. Okay, people like to be intrigued. Okay, so use storytelling to engage your audience, distribute content, and at the end of the day, measure whether it's working out for you or not. Okay, and then on email marketing, I've taken so much time on this second agenda on email marketing. So people like to feel important. Okay. So I'm looking at when I'm sending out emails, I need to personalize my emails. Dear Beryl, dear Dinah, dear Titilope. Okay. So personalize your emails. But before you even send out those emails, remember you're not just sending out blind emails. Okay. They need to be people who have already shown interest in your product. How do you know they're already interested? So assuming you ran and which is another way to collect emails. Assuming I ran an ad on Facebook. So when I was creating the ad, it would ask me, what is the objective for this ad? If I say lead generation, then that means whoever clicks the ad will fill a form, will have to fill a form. So I can get their details from there. So I can collect emails from that ad. I can collect emails from the people who come to my website and they fill out the inquiry form. Okay. So there's also that. Okay. Then that's those are basically just two ways you can collect emails. You can also think those two ways. So these are people, for the person to fill out the inquiry form on your site, they have an interest. For the person to click on your ad and fill out the and fill out lead generation form, they have interest. Okay, so you need to segregate them according to the interest. So let's say, for example, the example that I gave on marketing courses and business courses. Someone saw my ad online. This person clicked on marketing course. This person clicked and they filled out they're interested in the business course. So I can't just send out one email to them like enroll for the marketing stroke business course. I need to segregate them according to interest. I know these ones filled for marketing, these ones filled for business. So I'm sending out these ones emails on the business courses and details on that course, and sending out emails to these ones in regards to the marketing course. And I already know their details. I need to personalize, dear Beryl, dear whoever. Okay. There are email marketing apps that you can use. You can use MailChimp, which is a free email marketing platform. With MailChimp, you get to send out like 80 emails in a day. Okay. If you want advanced features, you can go to Active Campaign or SendGrid. I've talked about how you can build a list of relevant contacts. Okay. And you need to be able to measure. So, how do you measure whether email marketing is working out for you? So, you can also measure the click and open rate. How many people clicked on your email? How many people opened your email? So that you know, I sent out 100 emails, 10 people clicked on it, 10 people opened my email. I need to know. Okay. And then before I send out the emails, I need to test it. I need to do like a test. So I'm using MailChimp. Let me send emails to like 3 of my colleagues. And then I see how the email appears on my phone, on tablets, so that it doesn't look distorted when it goes out to your audience. All right. And then keep emails short and straight to the point. Okay. I've talked about segmenting, keeping it simple, testing, and then measuring the open and click rate. So let me see if there are any questions I have missed. The attendance form has been shared. Please make sure you fill in the attendance form. Thank you so much, Dinah, for that. Let me also just, yes, it has been uh, pinned on the screen. Okay. So Dinah will also respond to some questions and I will be picking some. Okay. So Yusuf, hello, please. I'm not in your WhatsApp group and have been attending virtual classes and meetings since last 2022. And I have been filling attendance form, but I'm yet to get a certificate. Yusuf, please send an email to hello@impacther.org. Okay, Yusuf, for that, please send an email to hello. I'm just sending the email out to you. Okay, so please fill that. And then Fikiti, I have seen the link for attendance in the presentation window, but I could not access the same. It's true for the third schedule. All right. So Dinah has shared the link right now. Make sure you fill it. Yusuf, and also for the Hustle Academy Bootcamp, I've been registering, but no feedback or response from Google Hustle. I've registered more than 5 times. Okay, so not everyone who gets to fill in to sign up for the Google Hustle Academy actually gets accepted, because there is a filtering process, to be honest. Okay, there's a filtering process. Maybe you can try and tweak how you have been responding to the questions. Okay, so try and change a few things according to your application, because there is a filtering process. All right, so that's Yusuf. The attendance link will be shared. Yes, more visibility. Gabriela, for new business on Instagram, before you can have people view your post and purchase your product, you have to build your followers. How do you make people follow your account organically? So if you have a Facebook page, you can always you can always make like an announcement. Hello, we've created a new Instagram page. So you encourage your followers on this other platform to go to Instagram and follow you. Okay. When you're doing your posts, if you're creating posters, you can include the handle for your Instagram. So someone knows uh, this is the handle for the Instagram account. You see the way when you're creating a post, you put the number to call there. You can put an icon for Instagram and your Instagram handle. So someone knows this page is on Instagram and I can find them on Instagram with this handle. Okay, so that's how you can get to improve the traffic on your IG. Do you understand? And you can link it with your Facebook as well. Remember, you can always link your Facebook with your Instagram together. All right. Okay, so not to spend too much time here, please indicate if you have any questions. If there are no questions, you can always please just say no questions so that I know I have not missed anything. All right, thank you so much, Gabriela. So we'll move on to the last part of the class, which is building a digital marketing plan. This was actually talked about in the second class, all right? So I will not spend too much time on this. When you're building a digital marketing plan, we're looking at 6 steps. First thing you need to understand your objective, okay? What is your business goal? What is your objective? And then do you have a budget? Who are your audience? And then what channels can I settle on? Because we've talked about the 6 channels of digital marketing. But how do I decide on which channel to use? And then how do I plan my activity and setting smart KPIs? All right. So giving an example of business goals, we have Mondly, who is a hairdresser. Mondly understands that my goal is to make more people know about my business. All right. And then I need to get new customers and I still need to retain my previous customers. But now those are my business goals, fine. But I'm looking at taking my business to the online space. How do I change these business goals to the online space to make sense for the different platforms? So if I want to make more people aware of my existence, I can decide I want to increase my reach and awareness. If I want to sell more products, then I want to increase my website sales. If I want to be found by more people, maybe I want to increase my likes and followers. And then if I need to get returning customers, I need to increase traffic to my website. All right. And then, so those are basically examples of online objectives that you can have for your business. There could be more. So these are just examples on how you can align your business goals to online objectives. Then remember, we figured out our business goals and objectives. So let's look at the budget. All right, I want to get onto the online space, but I can't afford to get a web developer. So, I don't have the money for a website. It's too much for me right now. I've already ruled getting a web developer. Okay. So I'm looking for something that I will not spend money on. And then I want to get to the online space. But who do I want to target? Who do I want to come to my page? Who do I want to purchase with me? Do you understand? So Mondi, because she's already an existing business, she knows that most of the people who come to her salon, her hairdressing salon, are women above the age of 30, they have children, and they work part time. All right. From the various interactions she has had with her clients, she already knows in overall, generally, these are the people who come to my page. Over 30, I mean, these are the people who come to my business. Over 30 years, they mostly work half time and they have children above the age of 30. And most of them actually use Facebook. So remember, when people go to the salon, you don't just go there, have your hair plaited and leave. You're always talking to your hairdresser. So she collects information and she knows most of them are on Facebook. Okay. So let's go back to the marketing channels. How do I know which marketing channel to use? There are 6 marketing channels. Okay. So how do I decide on which to use? I can't focus my energy on all 6 of them. Okay. So if I want to increase my reach and awareness, then I need the best channels for that would be display, social media, or content marketing. If I want to increase my website sales or traffic to my website, increase the number of people coming to my website, I can use search engine optimization, and email marketing. And then if I want to increase my customer loyalty, I can decide on social media, email marketing, and content marketing. Okay. So, depending on your objective, you should be able to know which channels you can settle with in terms of getting started with the online space. Okay. So when you're looking at that, there's also the inbound and outbound marketing. Depends on what you want to do. Inbound marketing is targeted marketing. That is like search engine marketing. Okay, it's very targeted. Or when you decide to run paid ads, you already know who you are targeting with this ad. I am targeting people above the age of 30. I'm targeting people who, they mostly come online at this point. They like this kind of post. I know it's very targeted, but with outbound marketing, it's like when you decide on display advertising. So you're just putting yourself out there. Do you understand? Okay. So it pushes messages to potential customers, but you wouldn't know. It could be billboards. Okay. It could be TVs. Okay. So that's on outbound marketing. It's not targeted. Okay. So Mondi has understood her objectives, knows she does not have a website, depending on her objectives. She has understood the channel that she will use, and then she already knows her audience. Okay, so planning the activity. Mundi will say that, you know what, I can't do a website, I can't get a web developer, but when I create a Google business profile, I heard about the Google business profile. First, I get a presence on search, and then I get a free website. So that's an advantage. So I can decide on the Google business profile, and it's free. And then most of my audiences are on Facebook. So obviously, I will need to open a Facebook page and encourage my clients to drop reviews. Okay. And post, keep posting. If I do a new hairstyle, I post. All right. And I have to be consistent. And then if I get a small amount of money, maybe I have $20 or $30, I can decide to run ads. Maybe I have an offer for Valentine is coming up. So I'm offering discounts for Valentine's. Okay. So the best thing with digital marketing is you can run ads according to your budget. Do you understand? So that's how Mondi got to plan her activity. But I need to understand. Um, I should be able to measure whether I am achieving those goals that I set for myself. Okay. So, how do I ensure that I measure the performance of that? So, I can curate my objectives further to SMART goals. Okay. Sorry, just hold on. Hold on, please. All right. Sorry about that. I think it's my network. All right. So they remember the objectives that I had for myself. So I can decide. I said that I want to increase my sales. So to measure whether I am actually increasing my sales, I can say I need to increase my sales by 20% within the first 3 months. So after month one, I can see my sales have increased by 5%. Month two, my sales have increased by 10%. Okay. So I'm actually on the right track. If in the first month I see I increased my sales by 1%, I can ask myself, in the next 2 months, will I really hit the 19%? What can I do to increase these sales further? Okay. So it helps you to align efforts that you're putting in to achieve that objective. Okay. So you can decide if you want to increase your awareness, you say, I need to increase my followers by 5% by the end of August. Okay. So you can measure whether you're hitting that percentage over the period of months. Okay. So that's how it works when you're creating your digital marketing plan. And this slide basically gives us an overview of all the things we've talked about in the 6 steps. Okay. So this is what the slides talk about. I'm not going to get much into that. And I think I would be ending this class at this point. Do I have any question that I am missing? I hope you're all together. Let me see. What's today's topic? Today's topic is creating your digital marketing strategy. All right, thank you. Even Dinah had answered that. Is it true that linking a Facebook page with Instagram page causes ad restrictions from Facebook company. No, it does not cause ad restrictions. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp are all on the same family, are all in the same family of Meta. Okay. Instagram is still under Meta. Facebook is under Meta. It's all one company. It does not cause ad restrictions. Okay. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp are all under one company. That's the mother company is Meta. Okay. So it doesn't cause ad restrictions at all. Do you understand? So when I am creating my ad on Facebook, I can actually choose for my ad, that same ad, to appear on Instagram. There's a point to click. So when you're creating the ad, it will tell me on Instagram as well. Then I click yes, that same ad will appear on Instagram. If I don't want that ad to appear on Instagram, I don't have to click that option. Okay. So there is no restriction. So long as you're following the platform's guidelines, there should be no issue at all. Okay. So any other question? That's it for today. Remember to sign up for the Hustle Academy. If you want to learn on your own, you can go to learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses. Make sure you read on your own. You can follow us on our social media pages, Digital Skills for Africa, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And that's it for today. That's it for today. Please. That's it for today. Any question? Thank you so much, Titi Lope. Thank you, Badmas. Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you, Fikirte. Who else have I not mentioned who was here? Thank you, Lebi. Thank you, Yusuf. Glory. Peace. Who did I not mention? Francis, Rita. I'm calling out all your names. Titi Lope, I've mentioned you. Sahar, Gracia, Ajibade. Thank you all so much. If I've not mentioned your name, remember, I appreciate you taking your time to join us, and I hope you're having a good time. We'll meet again next week. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.